This is the Synthetic Signal Report for Friday, March 27th, 2026, in the morning. Today's report analyzes the fallout from the LiteLLM supply chain attack, the significant cost savings found in the Reco-dot-A-I rewrite of JSONata, and a low-resource AI agent deployed on a $7 virtual private server. We also examine the regulatory blockade of Meta's $2 billion acquisition of Manus, the criminalization of device password refusal in Hong Kong, and the introduction of the AD-Care diagnostic model for Alzheimer's disease. Finally, we look at the removal of health equity standards in American medical schools, the launch of Xerendipity Vapor-Pads for high-performance cooling, and intelligence reports regarding Saudi Arabia's stance on the war with Iran. A high-priority security incident is unfolding on the Python package index. Malicious versions of LiteLLM, specifically version 1.8.2.7 and version 1.8.2.8, were identified as compromised. These versions contained a payload designed to exfiltrate environment variables, including sensitive API keys for large language model providers. This update follows previous reports of supply chain targeting by the group, known as Team PCP. The attack surface is particularly broad because LiteLLM is a foundational library used to bridge different model architectures. Developers who updated their environments in the last 24 hours are at immediate risk. The compromised code targets authentication tokens for OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google Cloud Services. Technical response data shows the malicious packages were removed from the public registry within minutes of detection. But the automated nature of modern continuous integration pipelines means the code likely reached numerous production environments before the takedown. Organizations are advised to audit all secret rotations and verify that build logs do not show the installation of these specific version numbers. In a major efficiency milestone, the engineering team at Reco-dot-A-I has successfully rewritten the JSONata query language using automated tools. By leveraging large language models to port the logic to a more performant backend, the company claims it has reduced infrastructure costs by $500,000 per year. This transition moved the system away from high-latency execution environments toward a highly optimized implementation that significantly reduces CPU overhead during complex data transformations. Simultaneously, a new experiment in decentralized agent deployment has emerged. An analyst has successfully hosted a dual-agent system on a $7 per month virtual private server. The public-facing agent, known as NullClaw, is a Zig binary measuring only 678 kilobytes. It uses roughly 1 megabyte of RAM and communicates through an Ergo IRC server rather than a heavy web framework. A second private agent named IronClaw manages scheduling and email over a secure Tailscale network using Google's A2A protocol. This setup proves that sophisticated AI workflows can be operated on minimal hardware by using efficient, low-level programming languages and tiered inference strategies. Chinese authorities have intervened in Meta's reported $2 billion acquisition of the AI startup Manus. Two top executives from Manus have been barred from leaving China as regulators investigate potential violations of foreign investment reporting rules. While Manus moved its headquarters to Singapore last year, its foundational team and research began in China, triggering a review of whether the intellectual property transfer was legally documented. This investigation signals a hardening stance on the export of AI talent and technology, specifically targeting deals involving major American platforms. Researchers have introduced AD-Care, a modality-agnostic large language model agent specifically designed for the diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease. The system is built to handle incomplete and heterogeneous data, a common problem in real-world clinical assessments where patient records may lack specific scans or tests. AD-Care uses guideline-grounded reasoning to provide diagnostic suggestions that remain consistent across different patient demographics. Early assessment shows the model maintains high accuracy and fairness metrics, even when trained on multi-cohort data with significant variability. This development is being framed as a vital tool for reducing the diagnostic burden on aging populations. Digital privacy rights have faced a significant setback in Hong Kong. The United States Consulate General has confirmed that new regulations now criminalize the refusal to provide passwords for personal mobile devices when requested by government authorities. This shift effectively ends the right against self-incrimination regarding digital data in the region. In the United States, a different institutional shift is occurring in medical education. Under mounting political pressure, the primary accreditor for American medical schools has removed requirements to teach students about health equity and systemic inequities. This move reverses years of curriculum standards that prioritized understanding how social factors influence patient outcomes. In hardware cooling, the startup Xerendipity has released the Vapor-Pad. These are thermal pads with integrated vapor chambers, designed to replace traditional thermal interface materials in high-performance processors. The pads claim a thermal conductivity of 1,200 watts per meter Kelvin, which is 50 to 80 times more effective than standard pads. This allows for superior heat dissipation in compact data center environments where traditional liquid cooling may be impractical. Finally, a Saudi intelligence source has confirmed that Riyadh is urging the United States to intensify military operations against Iran. Mohammed bin Salman reportedly views the current conflict as a historic opportunity to fundamentally reshape the Middle Eastern power balance. This aligns with reports that the United States Senate has passed a funding package for homeland security that prioritizes regional defense operations over internal border enforcement. Community chatter is centered on a major data leak from breach forums. The leak, claimed by the group Shiny Hunters, exposes 340,000 accounts, including email addresses, usernames, and Argon 2 password hashes. This proves that even platforms dedicated to cybercrime are not immune to internal breaches. Security analysts are also monitoring a surge in phishing campaigns targeting TikTok business accounts. These attacks use Cloudflare Turnstile to evade automated security scanners and steal login credentials through highly convincing clones of administrative dashboards. In the tool space, two projects are seeing rapid adoption. WeWrite is an AI-driven workflow for WeChat article creation, covering everything from topic selection to search engine optimization. Additionally, LearnDocker and KS has launched as an interactive, AI-driven game that teaches Linux networking and Kubernetes orchestration through a terminal interface. Finally, Google has established a firm deadline of 2029 for all internal services to migrate to quantum-safe cryptography, anticipating the end of current encryption standards within the decade. This concludes the Synthetic Signal Report for Friday.